let's get into a game. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into Division B East matchup of Zul'jin Distillery versus Montreal-style hot dogs, or CCS06 for short, I guess. On the left-hand side, as I mentioned, we got Zul'jin Distillery. Got a Varian, Sylvanas, Stukov, Hogger, and a Kael'thas. Over on the right-hand side, we are looking at, as I mentioned, Montreal-style hot dogs. We've got ETC, Uther, Ariel, Zul, and Vala.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I want to know your reaction to the 9% Core Rush game, Yava versus, this was? Oh, I was literally like, you can't base race this. I was literally just like, you can't, because it was like Li Ming Archon Pure Power, and I was like, it doesn't, like, that's not going to be enough, like. Yeah. Cool stuff. It was a really fun ending. It was a really fun ending for that match. Oh, I forgot to start the prediction. I'm so sorry. How many globes for Kael'thas? Get your predictions in. Sorry, chat. Get your gambles in. You've got 2 minutes to get your prediction if you would like to get some gambling. We have jumped in skill rating. We have jumped from Division E to Division B. If you'd like to know the MMR averages for these different divisions, exclamation NGS MMR. I do believe I updated the graphic to reflect the Season 14 changes. Oh, I don't have, like, this is what we have for gambling.
Hey, listen.
Gamble. There's that folder. All right, there we go. A lot of pressure continuing here. Into the mid lane. Sneaky Turtle gonna be living bomb a little bit. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Why does the sound so high? Why does the sound so loud to me? Let's turn that down just a little bit, just 2%. Felt like it was a little loud there. Alrighty, whoa, that's some gamblers right there. That's some good Twitch predictions. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking part in the bet. That is still open if you'd like to take part in the bet. It is Tomb of the Spider Queen. Double soak rotations are big. Did anyone free Harrison Jones? No, of course not. Why would they? Angle Shot will continue doing these double soak rotations and being able to get a lot of globes, so we'll see how things go. Tomb is one of those maps that I feel can go very long or very short. There's really no in between. At least it doesn't feel like there's an in between at times. Alrighty, a hyper carry Vala will be able to work on this bottom lane camp. We do have the Silver Touch for the Uther at level 1. Alright. Befreesh and Led will get this camp on the left-hand side. As I mentioned, the Siege Giants for the bottom lane from Vala. And Dwarf and Dax gonna go for the turn-in. Will they be able to? No, there's not enough for a turn-in. Sorry, I didn't even look in the bottom right. I just assumed, I was like, oh yeah, we gotta be close enough for a turn. We're not even 3 minutes into the map yet. Not even 3 minutes in. Dax is taking a lot of damage and seems to be okay with the double support. That's a big power slide from ETC. Face Melt to help out. Keep in mind also, ETC does have the block party at level 1, so it's also going to give nearby allies those block stacks as well. Keep that in mind. Sorry, I just got like a wave of like, I'm so hungry. I ate a good breakfast before stream, but I'm just hungry today. Also because I'm gonna get pizza later, so I'm like, oh yeah, pizza. It's gonna be good. Alrighty, Sylvanas will try and back out of top. Oh, gets the Haunting Wave out. I didn't think she would. I did not think she was going to be able to back out right there, but she absolutely will be able to. 6 to 6 in our levels. Power slide from ETC will connect on to the Stukov as ETC takes a ton of damage right now. And actually, that's Zul. Zul is taking a ton of damage, gets the bone armor out. He has the shackler, excuse me, at level 1. Hogger bouncing off the gate right there. Nutcracker not able to break on through. 2 gems necessary for a turn-in for a red team. Will Vala be able to get these? Not yet. Taunt from Varian over here in the turn-in area, and that will be Wit setting up a kill for Kael'thas to get. First kill for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Hogger and Sylvanas run straight at Vala right here, and she'll be able to back out just fine. Oh, we will see Sun King's Fury. Living bombs that spread to heroes deal 35% more damage. Sun King's Fury at level 4. Okay. Hot Varian. We've got the Energized Cord. Increase the energy stored from Ariel's basic attacks to 120% of the damage against... oh my god. Increase the energy stored from Ariel's basic attacks to 120% of the damage against heroes and 55% of the damage against non-heroes. Alright. Sorry, just the verbiage on some of these things throw me for a loop from time to time, and I'm like, did I read that right, or am I just not being able to see it? It's a little bit of both. Little bit of both. 10 talent tiers on the way, so of course you know the deal. We're going to cycle through those other numbers. Kael'thas at 12 stacks currently. Doubters feeling good, believers hopeful. Norseman gonna get hit with a gravity lapse, a taunt. Uther gonna have to cleanse that out. Now Uther's the one getting hit with a gravity lapse. That's a flame strike that does get the kill, and Kael'thas picking up another kill for their team. Norseman very low, gravity lapse onto Sneaky Turtle, and that is a lot of living bomb spread. I wonder if we'll see Master of Flames with how much living bomb has been spread around. Stukov with the lurking arm out, and the mid lane siege does continue. Zul already clearing out bottom. Top lane arriving at the fort. That's a taunt onto the ETC, and they are dead. Webweaver on top, uncontested, should... will it take down the fort? The Webweaver's not super duper healthy, but the wave is really is pretty good here. Granted, it's Ariel and Vala. They've got some decent wave clear between the two of them with the Sacred Sweep as well as the multi-shot. Exclamation NGSMMR. NGSMMR.
Shatter their constructs. Deliver the challenge to your enemies.
There you go, Lionheart. Cheers. I got water. Cheers. Happy Thursday to you. Friday if you're in a further forward time zone. I was about to say, ooh, I get to sleep in, but then I realized, no, I don't, because I have to go to the vet tomorrow for Bandit's nail trimming. It's quite the opposite. I have to get up early and make sure that he gets a walk and everything, so he's not... So he's a little, like... He's just a little energy is pulled out of him before the vet. Varian tried to interrupt, but was forced to dive in to deny the Vala the turn-in. Divine Shield was used in that moment. Hogger's still holding level 10. I'm a little confused by that. Charge for Varian at level 10. Hogger will be able to... No, he's actually going to grab the Shockwave. Okay, there we go. Sneaky Turtle trying to get the turn-in. Haunting Wave doesn't get... It actually does get the interrupt. Sorry, I didn't think it did. Shockwave onto the Ariel. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. That is an Uther to fall. ETC drops a Quadra Mosh, but where's the beef? I mean, the beef was right there with the dance party, but there was no damage. There was no way to get a kill, which is unfortunate. A god tier Mosh, but just no available damage. ETC able to power slide away. Staggering blow from Nutcracker to try and get the last little bit of necessary damage for the kill, but it's not going to happen. 2 more shifts than vacation time. Oh, where are you going for vacation, bud? Oh, I'd be hype if it wasn't spending most of it moving again. Oh, I'm very sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, oh, ew. Ew, indeed. Oh, ew. Oh, Keltha Butts. Alright, Buttspot. You really... 19 stacks for the Kael'thas. Beefreesh didn't even save the regeneration globe for their own Kael'thas. How sad. Sylvanas will be able to take down the fort, and the Webweavers will descend quite far up in the top lane. Don't fight, Buttspot. ETC is 45 seconds away from Mosh. No level 13, no encore possibility. Hogger pushes up bottom and mid, and the top lane is going to be the main focus. Looking really quickly, Sylvanas, 13 seconds for Black Arrows. Gravity Lapse, Living Bomb, ETC power slides in. Zul with the Poison Nova, spreading to quite a few of these blue members. Wick going to try and dive away, gets a healing pathogen from Stukov. Gravity Lapse, yo, well, it is upside down. And Norseman, Wheeling Arrow, auto attack. Oh my god, the heals are enough from the double support composition. Meanwhile, in mid, the wave will crash onto the keep front gate. 13 talents here on the left-hand side. We got Pyromaniac for the Kael'thas. I'm also going to be seeing the pummel for the Hogger. We've got Cold Embrace for the Sylvanas. Varian, what are you going to be looking at for level 13, bud? So second Web Weaver phase for the side of Zul'jin Distillery, and I gotta be honest, 2 gems are all they need on this CCS team. But no one lets them step in. That's the issue. No one lets them step in for this. Varian anchored. You've got Hogger anchored. Which one of the 17 CCS teams is it? It's number 6, as you can see. Obviously. Obviously, it's number 6. What's up, Cav? How you doing, bud? I hope you're ready for Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. Because I'm not. You're late, but hello. You're not late. You just arrived when you specifically wanted to, when you needed to. Is that the Gandalf quote? I forget. Varian charges in. He's got the Mortal Strike level 13. Tries to reduce some healing on Dax. ETC drops the Mosh. Hogger with the Shockwave. Divine Shield is a touch too late. Poison Nova from the Zul, and Sylvanas will go down. Nutcracker with the spin through on Dax, who's going to try and heal through the pain. Flailing swipes the taunt. Dax can't do anything and does go down. A trade, but Kael'thas to be picked off as well. He's got 25 stacks on his level 1. I believe it was full of a took. That's when, was it Pippin or Mary is looking at the swirling eye globe thingy. Nutcracker, do you get the interrupt? Nah, there's the first turn in for the red team. They managed to get it. The Orb of Confusion. Alright. Well, we'll see if any orbs of damage can be found here for the members of Montreal-style hot dogs, I believe is the name, and I'm just going to say the English name because I don't speak French very well. Seeing Stone of Philander. Philander is just a guy that works at Corsair. Now I know you're just messing with me. Phil works at Corsair. Now, see, you gave yourself away by using someone at Corsair's name. Or excuse me, Elgato. But you know what I mean. Surely you all remember when Sauron totally morbed all over the... Yeah. I was reading recently, apparently Peter Jackson, there was a scene that was filmed with, what is it, Aragorn fighting Sauron or something like that, and then Peter Jackson pulled that out of the movie because he didn't want the ending. He didn't think the ending should be focused onto Aragorn. It should be focused on the destruction of the ring. Little. I was just reading about it like yesterday or the day before. I'm sure you could Google it. But apparently there was a deleted scene where like Aragorn fights Sauron or something like that. I'm curious like how much wasn't actually like how much extra was filmed and not used. Very curious. 16 to 15. Well, it's about 16 to 16 in levels realistically here. That's how it happened in the book. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not arguing about. It's just. I like that. I like that the adjustment was made. That like the story that had been on the screen for 3 movies at that point was about the destruction of the ring. So it was a little cool information about it. That's a nice Ignite level 16 from the Kael'thas. Still gonna chase out the enemy, and that is a dead Uther. Has Ariel been able to use Resurrection? I don't know if she's been able to use it. I feel like the deaths have been in bad spots where Ariel can't step in for the Resurrect. Whoa! Hello, Frames. What happens in the book has never stopped movies before. Wait, what? No, you're messing with me. You're messing with me, man. You're not telling me that there's a ton of differences in The Walking Dead that make the show absolutely so hard to watch. No. The comic books and the books are always the same. Like how I Am Legend is a short story, but they managed to make a whole movie out of it.
The blue team has done
I mean, go look at the comics for the boys. Like, you know, there's still differences in that. Still a lot of differences in that. I do like the homage with Simon Pegg as Huey's dad, because if you didn't know, the Huey is based off of Simon Pegg in the boys comic book. And at the start, like, Simon Pegg is Huey's dad in the show, which I thought was really good. Because back when, like, Simon Pegg was super young, that was when The Boys was actually being written and the comics were coming out. This is, like, back in 2007, 2008. And I remember reading an interview with Simon Pegg saying, I would love to do a Boys, like, show, movie, or whatever. But that was right when, like, Iron Man 2, Captain America, all of these, like, superhero forward movies were out. And Simon Pegg was like, I don't think I could ever, like, I don't think, like, a movie could come out in our current day where you're killing superheroes. Now, of course, we've you know, we've had a lot of development and things like that. Hey, we got a Resurrection coming out, but it's just, it was always funny to think about that. Gravity Labs will be cleansed away from the Uther. Nice. James Bond is so much more depressed in the books. Is he really? I never read any James Bond books. I mean, go look at Sahara, excuse me, not Sierra. Sierra's a mountain up here. Oh, Varian does go down. ETC power slides in. He's got a mosh. He's not going to be able to use it. He also does have Encore. Be fresh. Gonna be dead. Led is able to get the Hearth out over here. There's a book series called by Clive Cussler, kind of like how Tom Clancy has like the Jack Ryan series. Clive Cussler has the Dirk Pitt series, and Sahara is based off of the Sahara book. And God, is that movie so far from the source at points. Like, there are some like, oh yeah, like that's in the book, and then there's points where it's like, no, stop it. Why is Al Giordino an all-American comedy relief? He's supposed to be like a squat Italian man that's just blunt and rude. Anyways, that's a good read though. If you haven't, Sahara's a really good one from Clive Cussler if you're looking for a book. EGC and friends will start pushing out through the bottom lane for our CCSO 6 team. Zul'jin Distillery has to run out of bottom lane. ETC with the, oh, good gravity lapse right there, just slowing down the enemy. Sylvanas about to respawn as well. Zul in the mid lane to start clearing things forward for this Webweaver. 45 gems on the Zul. Well, actually, let's look at the gem count. 45 on Zul, 30 on Vala. God, they got enough for a back-to-back turn-in easily here for the members of Montreal-style hot dogs. Such an awful movie. Love the book series. Oh yeah. The movie was like the big reveal of finding the old U.S. ship with Abraham Lincoln in it. Like, that's all just gone. Like, how do you just take that out? Dirk Pitt series was all right. Wasn't a fan of the follow. I mean, no worries at all. To each their own, for sure. Oh, that's a dead body on the ground. 2 dead bodies. Get it? Sneaky Turtle gonna try and sneak a turn in while Uther takes a whole chunk of damage. Does go down. Resurrect is available. Uther does have Redemption. He's got the Golden Swirl, so that's Uther gonna be coming back and just... Actually, does he have the Golden Swirl? No. Oh, no, he does. I couldn't see it on the model. Hogger with the no control through a few enemies. ETC dies, lets the death metal go out. There is a Resurrect for Ariel available, but Sneaky Turtle is not going to be able to step in right there. Hogger and Kael'thas will be traded in the moment. Vala, Farflight, Quiver, and Manticore. Keeping that hatred up and chasing on in, but I do think this should be another Webweaver for our red team. You have some of the follow on the series. That's the other thing too is I like about it. Like, all the books are, you don't need to, and I don't know if this is like this for other books, but in my experience, like, you don't have to read one of the books to understand the others. Like, I feel like all of the stories are kind of encapsulated on their own beyond some of the personality things of the characters. At least I don't think so. I could be absolutely wrong in that. Vala gonna be stepping forward here. A lot of good damage into Lead. Lead will go down. ETC drops a mosh in the bush. Sylvanas to be taken out. The Divine Shield will be used. The Red Web Weavers are moving into lane right now. Kael'Thas about to respawn in 2 seconds. And chat, this is looking like we are going to be seeing a keep to fall in top lane. But can the members of CCS move beyond a keep? Wick comes in with a taunt onto ETC. Norseman with some face melts are giving him cooldown reduction on that heroic by 6 seconds per hit onto an enemy. Kael'Thas living bomb doesn't kill the Vala. Also going to be spreading to Sneaky Turtle. Did we get the... No, we got the flamethrower. Okay. So no infinite bombs. The top lane keep goes down. 2 still dead for the members of Zul'jin Distillery. Poison Nova from the Zul. DeWitt goes in. Has the healing reduction as well. Ankle shot with the autos. And Dax can't heal through it. No control Hogger. Resurrection onto Zul as well. Core shielding has fallen. There's the resurrection, and Dax goes right back onto hitting the core. Flailing swipes from the Stukov do delay things out. Ooh, ETC Death Metal will catch the Stukov, but Uther should fall. Oh my god. Vala, can you... No.
Team kill!
How quickly the tide turns.
Well then, well then, well then. A core hold, and Ariel, she does have resurrect. Ariel could resurrect.
Red team's core is under attack.
Yeah, I think this is going to be Zul'jin Distillery with map number 1 here. A really good hold there. I actually thought Zul'jin Distillery was going to lose. I thought Zul'jin Distillery was going to lose, but the damage is here, and that will be map number 1 in our second best of 3 of the day, going over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Kael'Thas, get the globe! It could mean the difference for Twitch chat! It doesn't. How many globes for Kael'Thas? He had 49 or less. He was at exactly 40. Alright, there's some talents for you if you want to look at them. Sorry, I'm just checking something on the side. Okie dokie. Betting on Hots goes better for me than betting on chicken races in Yakuza. Well, I mean, at least with Hots, you can be like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, it's Tomb. Maybe, you know, you can definitely get 50 regen globes. Whereas in Yakuza, it's like, I don't know. It's Yakuza. The games are ridiculous. Those games are absolutely wild. Hilarious, but absolutely wild. All right, map number 2. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's check it out. There's an Alexstrasza. Oh. Multi-shot build for Vala. We could do a multi-shot build because we're going to Infernal Shrines, so sure, we'll do that. He showed me a lot. There's a bunch of fun things you can do on and in the sea. Took up sailing because of his books. Oh, I think a big reason my dad got into it is because there's a lot of like scuba diving and stuff in some of those books. So, and we grew up doing dive trips every year as a family, like going on like 2-tank like week dives and stuff like that, or daily 2-tank dives. So a 2-tank dive is basically you go out to a spot, you do a dive. You get back on the boat, you change your BCD over to a new tank, and then while you're riding over to the second location, you usually eat a snack, some people have a cigarette, and then you jump back in the water, you do another dive, you get back on the boat, and then you head back to shore, and then usually you're back around lunchtime. So, yeah, 2-tank dives. I like scuba diving. It's just I don't seek it. I wouldn't like chase after it now. Like if someone was like, "Oh, let's," if I was in a place where there was diving available and someone's like, "I will take you scuba diving." It's like, "All right, sure. I haven't gone in years, but yeah." It's kind of wild, like the amount of weird stuff and wild stuff, like night dives where literally you saw like sleeping sharks, or night dives where a nurse shark swam right in front of us, like maybe like 5-10 feet in front of us, like wild stuff. I thought a 2-tank dive was a noob in Diablo. What's up, Tessidus? They're absolutely wild and ridiculous, which makes them so awesome. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that is pretty ridiculous. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and get into another map. I will start a prediction. So, how many Vala W stacks? Let's make it a meme bet. Why not? Let's make it a meme bet. Let's make it a meme bet. All right, so we'll have that and that. Let me go ahead and get into the game, and I'll start the prediction after I introduce the teams. Hope you're having a good day, Tessidus. Hope you're all having a great day. I appreciate you all hanging out with me and checking out the NGS games. We are back into it. Division B East. On the left-hand side, Zul'jin Distillery. On the right, it is going to be Montreal-style hot dogs, or CCSO 6. On the side of our blue team, we got an ETC Tychus, Alexstrasza, Hogger, and a Vala. Over on the right-hand side, we're going to be looking at a Greymane, Anduin, Blaze, May, and Chromie. Hey, there's your Greymane, Iron Flare. There's your Greymane. So Vala's going to be going Fire at Will at level 1. Poor Will is going to take a lot of damage, but these are W stacks. So how many W stacks? This is a lot like the false step bet we made earlier where I said you get a jump in damage or whatever at a certain point. That's like this. So this one is an uncapped quest. You just get a jump in damage at the 20 mark. But Fire at Will on a map like this should be easy to build up a lot of stacks. Go ahead and get them gambles in, ladies and gentlemen, as Ankle Shot takes nearly 3 blasts of sand to the butt. What if Vala doesn't take W at 1? Well, I know she takes W at 1. That's why I can make the prediction. I know what she takes at 1. That's why we can do that. Alexstrasza does have the live and let live, and that's why you see that little sort of notch on her health bar to signify that extra while Alexstrasza is above 75% health, Gift of Life cooldown recharges 125% faster. So that's what that little notch means right there. An Ankle Shot as well as Befreesh will be able to get that kill. First blood over the side of our blue team. The prediction's open if that does sway you. Sorry, I was making sure I wasn't missing any messages. No, we're good. Making sure I'm not missing any messages from the family. Cue Alex, about time. But Globes, ETC Power Slide onto Norseman. Norseman able to get the icing out as well. Sneaky Turtle with the Leap of Faith. Cryo Freeze for the May. The healing is out. Norseman gets sniped by Alexstrasza. Flame Buffet. Arcane Punisher will be first in the mid lane. Thank you all for your predictions. We have a lot of believers on that 69 or more. I like it. I like it. Thank you for believing in the meme. Alrighty. Well, we just wait for our objective phase to be announced here soon. Get a little bit of wave clear still. ETC on Proc Rock level 1. Going to be building up those 20 regeneration globes. No invade onto the camp. Chromie scouts it. Will they go for it? Doesn't look like there's a call to make the rotation into the camp quick enough. Augur soaks out the top, and we will have that announcement that I've been mentioning right about now. May looking for the all-you-can-eat flame buffet. True. Who doesn't love a good flame buffet? Vala, Alexstrasza, and Tychus to grab the camp on the top left. We have Blaze and Hogger still matching out over here. Greymane will start to split over for their own Fallen Shaman. Now the Dwarf is going to go for that ETC just in the anchor in the rotation. Looking for a regeneration globe quickly through mid as well, and the Arcane Punisher started by Ankle Shot, wanting to keep that hatred going. What do we have? 6 stacks for the Vala right now. Oh, she's nearly a 10th of the way through, right? It's less than a tenth, but there's, you know, we're fractions. We don't like fractions here. We don't like math. May gets the icing in. There's a blizzard out as well. 7 talents here soon, but let's take a look at the fight as Norseman gets the cryo freeze. The leap of faith may have saved the moment. Hogger tries to chase in. The staggering blow, just shy. Staggering blow is just shy. I want to quickly check on the Fallen Shamans in top lane. Looks like the Zul'jin Distillery Fallen Shaman is going to be targeted and taking a bit of damage. But we have the Arcane Punishers. Time stop onto Hogger. And takes the 3 Sand Blast to the face as Chromie is almost done with her Deep Breathing level 1. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you very much, Ninja. Punisher gets a good jump over the wall right there. ETC power slides in. The Dwarf taking a lot of damage and does go down. So the fort will start taking some serious damage here. Punisher gonna get a great jump onto 2 enemy members. More multi-shots out from the Vala. Dax so very low, but the Pyromania saves his hide. Okay. May's not gonna be, she's just gonna drop a blizzard and be able to rotate out. Hogger with the bounce clears out the camp in top. Alex draws the ETC, just gonna rotate down to bottom, maybe? I was gonna wonder if there's gonna be a steal into this camp. But I guess that's not the case, and let's as always, check out the other stats as we approach 10 talents here at the top of our screen. A level and some change to go for the members of Zul'jin Distillery. 2 levels just about for our CCSO6 crew. Nice anchoring from Wit right there in the bush. And Alexstrasza will be able to just clear out the wave with the rest of the allies. Stats, bro. Check out my stats, bro. Look at my 11k, my 11.6k Chromie. Bro, I may have died 12 times, but I had the highest heroic damage on our team. Obviously, that's all that matters. Bro, have you seen my stats? Doesn't matter that I fed 9 times. I had the highest heroic damage. Jet propulsion from the Blaze, but look at that. Vala going down to Greymane on the left-hand side of your screen. Greymane is securing a kill for the allies. Maybe we get a second on the lead right here, and that's huge for the side of CCSO6. Oh, the Gilnean Cocktail didn't get the splash over the gate. I don't think DeWitt would have died, but still. Look at my stats. Stats, yeah. Have you seen my Twitch stats? We're so close to new emotes. What does CCSO6 stands for? It stands for Montreal-style hot dogs. But that's the English way to say it. If you want to know the French way, look at the stream title. Because I do not feel like reading French. Because I don't know how to read French good. It stands for stats. It does not. What, another Gilnean Cocktail that didn't go through the gate? There's a stream title. Oh my god. The stream title is Wow My Stats. No, it's not. Time stop onto ETC, but it's It's so whatever. We have Ed Horlo Anomaly as well for the Chromie. That's going to give the extra time traps. Place 3 at a time. Alright, Frozen Punisher will be next. We've got 14 stacks for the Vala right now. Ooh, Doubter's feeling good. Quick Fallen Shaman for the top lane. Greymane gonna just razor swipe through all of this, and alright, here we go. Here we go. Hogger will start out the objective. Frozen Punisher will be rewarded to the team that can get the 40 Skeletal Defenders. Norsemen. Now, do we get the infinite bounce from Hogger? Let's see what we do get, as he is taking down quite a few Skeletal Defenders. The Commandeer will be on the backside of this fight. We have a huge avalanche that does catch the Hogger. ETC power slides in, drops the Mosh Pit. I think it was immediately canceled out. Yes, it is. But it was... still has the full cooldown. Dwarf going to be rolling around looking for ankle shot. Dwarf still needing to back away because keep in mind, When Alexstrasza utilizes the Flame Breath in the dragon form, the damage that she does, she actually heals behind her. We can talk about that in a second when this fight is over and I can showcase what I mean by exactly that. Time stop onto 2. Cryo freeze for the Chromie, or for the Mei. ETC looking to step in here, 34 to 29 Skeletal Defenders. Rapidly rising, though, for the side of Montreal-style hot dogs. Can they finish this out? Yes, they can, and Greymane goes down. So Alexstrasza. So the Dragon Queen is, while Dragon Queen is active, Alexstrasza's abilities are empowered, and her basic attacks deal 229 damage and heal allied heroes for 72 in an arc in front of her. Sorry, I said behind her. I meant in front. My apologies. So that Dragon Queen form, that was helping out Ankle Shot right there as the Punisher jumps over to Alexstrasza, gonna lock down the fort. Led taking quite a bit of damage. Gonna drop a heal on the ground for Ankle Shot and themselves. She farts out heals. I mean, if I was the game developer, yeah, I'd make it that way. She burps out heals. She's burping heals. Fart, burp, vomiting, whatever you want to call it, you know? You know, some people fart out of their mouths. It's not weird. It's not weird at all. Augur's dead to Greymane. Worgen able to kill the Knoll. 21 stacks for Arvala currently, and this is going to just be a camp for bottom. Better out and in. Speaking of Shrek, has anyone been rewatching Shrek like me? I rewatched Shrek on my day off. I started with the Fate of the Fast and the Fate of the Furious, the 8th Fast and Furious movie, and then I went to Princess Mononoke, and then I went to Mulan, and then I ended up at Shrek. That was the road. That was the road to Shrek. Oh boy. Mortar Punisher for the mid lane. Alrighty, Mortar Punisher for mid. Hogger to go to the top, and Greymane and friends will clear out the bottom. Alrighty. Time trap gonna be seen. Blizzard down from the Mei, and I think this bottom lane fort falls. Definitely ended up on a high note with those movies. Oh, yeah. It was super, like, it was, like, out of nowhere, honestly. Like, I finished the Fate of the Fast and Furious, and I was like, I don't even know why, but my brain was like, I'm gonna watch Princess Mononoke. Like, I didn't set out to end up at Shrek. We started with the Fate of the Furious, and then that was just how it all unfolded. Because I remember watching Princess Mononoke, and then, like, halfway through, I was like, I want to watch Mulan. And then halfway through the Mulan, hearing Eddie Murphy's voice, I was like, I should watch Shrek. In 20 years, the movie will be called Fat of the Furious and will feature overweight people. I don't think so. Why would you why? I would like a Fast and Furious movie. Like, I want Fast and Furious 20 to just be 20 Fs. It's just the 20th Fast and Furious movie. The title of it is just 20 Fs. That's what I want. Well, we get like, what is it? Fast X comes out in May, and it's like, what is it? What is the title for it? It's like the beginning of the end. Dominic Toretto has compared himself to Steven Spielberg or Peter Jackson. I forget which one it is. But he compared himself to one of those two. In the stresses he has to create these universes or whatever. It's very funny. Thank you, Gato, for the 2 biddies. Thank you for the 2 biddies and the many Fs. These works of art. I like the Fast and Furious movies. I admit that they're wild and crazy, but that's what I sign up for. I sign up for all the stuff that, like, drifting through Tokyo. With just, yeah, that's ridiculous. Vala with some multi-shots. Norseman lives. The Lifebinder goes out from Alex Straza onto Dwit, and that was more to save Led's HP. As the Commandeer Odin does expire, we have a staggering blow into the wall. ETC drops a mosh pit on the right-hand side, and Vala will throw in some autos and a multi-shot or two. May goes down. Dwit getting low. Sneaky Turtle will fall as well. ETC to be traded in this engagement. Alex Straza, Dragon Queen form, getting some great damage around this objective area. I was considering a Speed Racer rewatch for a psychedelic experience minus the actual drugs. I don't think I've ever seen Speed Racer, to be honest. Like, maybe some of the, like, cartoons when I was a kid here and there, but I don't think, like, I can't recall anything, really. I remember Wacky Racers. That was the jam. Oh, man, Wacky Racers was great. Lionheart, that was Fast and Furious. That was the 8th one, if I'm not mistaken. Or wait, no, was it 7? It's 7. I think it was 7. I think 7 is the one that you're talking about. Yeah, 7's the one you're talking about. 7's the one you're talking about. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, they did the math on it, and the runway was like, the runway was longer than Europe or something like that. It was something wild. The movie is a trip. What year Speed Racer movie? I'll have to add it to my movie watch. I enjoyed wildly weird movies on my day off. Live action Speed Racer. Thank you. Yeah, let me get a sticky note while we watch this camp be taken down. So, Speed Racer. We put a year after that. Reminds me of the movie Speed, which I watched 9,000. Oh, the Speed with Keanu Reeves on the bus. If you haven't watched it in a while, Legend is absolutely so worthwhile. If you have not seen Legend in a little bit, Tim Curry, that's all you need to know. 2008, thank you so much. All right, I'll have to check that out on my next day off. I have a little bit of Amazon cash, so I can rent a couple movies on a day off. Feels like Alita. Oh man, I want a second Alita movie. Man, Alita was so good. Alita the Battle Angel movie. Oh man, that movie was fantastic. I saw it for the first time like 3 months ago, and I was like, I can't believe I slept so long on this. You're pretty sure it's scheduled? Do they? Oh, tour bus? Was that a tour bus? Yeah, it was a little tour bus there from ETC. The Avalanche does throw him back. You're pretty sure it's scheduled? What, Alita 2? Is there a date, or are they just working on it? I do find there's one scene in Alita that's so dumb, and it's the love interest boy. And she like comes to see him in the morning, and he drinks with like the villain at the. He's like drinking with the villain the night before, and like the crush wakes up and he's like, oh, I'm so hungover, but he's just like his hair is like tousled in just the right way, and I was like, nobody who's hungover wakes up like that. Nobody. Nobody wakes up and it's just like, I'm so, no, it's just. Working on it, I believe. Oh, okay, cool. Hey. I found that so dumb. I found it so dumb and funny at the same time. Oh, we really tied it on last night. Oh. Oh, it's on HBO Max? Dude, that's awesome. I have that. I have one of those. Jet propulsion in from Dax as the Dragon Queen. Will be popped by Alex Straza. Norseman trying to get into the flank position for maybe an avalanche. Actually doesn't have it for 3 more seconds. Bunker came down from Blaze, and the no control from Hogger will be utilized to try and get some damage. Nutcracker trying to apply the pressure. Blaze with the jet propulsion onto ankle shot. I'm going to pull away the towns because we have a fight on the bottom of her screen and the top. Hogger gets a bounce in. Chromie will not fall. The timeout for her saves the moment with a staggering blow with the Connection into the wall. Dash forward from Tychus. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Chugged a bunch of water. Whoopsie. Alrighty. Well, wow. Triple kill and an objective to the side of our red team. Blue team, excuse me. Your friend actually worked on that movie as a pro. Really? Awesome. That's really cool. Alright, give me 1 second really quickly. There's some messages in chat I want to see, but I also want to focus in on this moment here because it's 20 apiece. Death timers are... They're a little rough, but you still have to go through a keep. Granted, it's a Tychus Vala on the keep and a Punisher as well with the catapult right behind it. 7 seconds on May, 10 on the Blaze, 15 on Chromie. Can the members of Montreal-style hot dogs be able to reel it in here and defend? The Dwarf has the inner piece active. Punisher jumps over. Light Bomb from the Anduin onto the May as the ETC drops Amash. Torbusing onto a few. The Lifebinder from Alex Straza will be utilized as we do have an avalanche onto the right side of our screen from the May. Tychus continuing to put pressure onto Core. Tychus, Commandeer Odin up in 5 seconds. Vala does go down on the right side of our screen, but the Punisher's still up. The Core is falling, and it is a 2-0 for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. GG. Well played.